As a small creator on YouTube, it can sometimes feel like quite a lonely place. And what I'm about to tell you in this video is the sort of thing that I'd have liked to have heard and known before I started. Just to give you some stats, I've been doing my channel for about 7 months now. In that time, I've amassed about 10,000 views spread across, I don't know, 40 something videos, and I've amassed 324 subscribers at the last time that I checked. And those aren't particularly amazing stats, that's just the truth. In that time, I've seen other channels who I follow that have not done as well as that, and I've seen other channels that have done way better than that, you know, gained thousands of subscribers, got monetized in that same time frame. The truth is that it can be difficult. You start out and you are trying to obviously grow a channel. You might have varying incentives for why you want to grow it, and I'll touch on that in just a second. But it can be difficult. You know, you see other people doing well. There might be other people who aren't doing as well as what you've done. But, you know, typically in anything in life, when we start to compare ourselves, you know, we are harsh on ourselves, and we only look up the way. You know, we look at the people who are doing better than we are, and that can leave us feeling like we've failed, and, you know, that we're not as good as they are, you know, that we're not doing something right. And the truth is that there is no textbook or defined timeline that says that you're going to grow a channel to whatever size you want to grow it to. Everyone's running their own race, is the truth. And comparing yourself against others is a sure way to demotivate yourself. By doing that, you increase the chances that you're going to quit. What I would argue is that, you know, you need to look at what you have achieved. You need to focus on the positives. If you started, you know, 3 months ago and you've got 50 subscribers, and, you know, let's say you've done, I don't know, 12 videos, 1 video a week in that time, that's 12 videos and 50 subscribers you didn't have 3 months ago. Those 50 subscribers obviously think you're doing something right. No matter how little growth you've seen, remind yourself that, you know, what you have put out there has obviously given some people some value, enough that they've decided that they want to hear more from you. They want to see more of what you've got to say. No matter how big other people have managed to get their channels, you know, you should still be proud and still give yourself a pat on the back for what you have done. Because believe me, there'll be a lot of people out there who, in that same time frame that you've been creating videos, have still been procrastinating over publishing that first video. That's not to insult people who I know that will watch this and that haven't done it yet, because we've all got our reasons and maybe our fears and anxieties about starting, and I have made other videos about that you can check out. The point is that you've started, and, you know, you are, I dare say, stepping out of your comfort zone, and you are creating videos. You know, you're giving up your own time. Let's not forget, you know, time is our most precious resource that we have. So you're giving that time up to create something for someone else for free. You could be immensely proud of yourself, no matter how little growth you might have seen in however long you've been doing it. Even if you've been doing this for a year or less, then you've got to remember that a lot of channels will never get to the point where they're monetized. They never get to that 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Only a very small percentage of channels do. And that's not to be demotivating to anyone watching this. It's just highlighting the point that most channels give up. But the truth is, a lot of channels will take, you know, a couple of years to get monetized. And they'll only do it by being consistent. In those first few months, yeah, YouTube's not pushing your videos to as many people as you would like. The lower number of impressions you have, the lower amount of people are going to click on the video, naturally. You might think you're making great videos, and you know, sometimes, and I've been there, you know, I think, oh, the algorithm, it hates me, you know, it's you know, why is it not publishing or pushing this video to enough people? It's a great video. YouTube is not bias. So all you can do as a small channel is to be consistent. And by that, I mean making videos that have one common theme. And that theme is that whoever your target viewer is, they should want to watch that video. You know, if you're a creative person, which you most likely are, you'll come up with all these great ideas. You think, oh, that would be a great video. So you make the video and then it doesn't do well. You have to put the viewer first. That's just a fundamental. Some of those videos will do well, some of them won't. Even if you've thought about that ideal viewer, you know, naturally some videos will outperform others. That's just how it is. You just have to keep sticking at that. You have to be prepared to be in it for the long haul. If you can do that, then you should start to see growth. And it could take longer than what you'd hoped, but the sure way to stop growth is to just quit. I'm no different. I had hoped for more growth than what I've got now, but I do have a core following. As I say, 7 months to amass just over 300 subscribers. There was periods during that 7 months where there was like early momentum. Getting your first few subscribers is exciting. Starting to like build that small community, commenting back to the people that are returning to your channel to watch your next videos. And then there was a period where it just felt like nothing was happening at all. And then all of a sudden there was a bit of an influx. You know, there was a couple of videos that did better, not viral by any stretch, but they did better. You know, so you saw a little spike in growth there. So it is peaks and troughs, and it's an emotional roller coaster, because, you know, one week you think that, you know, things are really starting to move, and you know, I'm getting a lot of engagement and things are going to take off soon. I can feel it. And then you'll have another week where it feels like nothing happened. You know, one bad video can just really knock the stuffing out of you and feel like you want to quit, because you can't help but take this a little personally. But you just got to take that out of it. You know, nothing is personal against you. Your subscribers or just people that haven't subscribed, no one's owe you anything when you publish a video. You know, not everyone is going to watch it. Even your subscribers won't necessarily watch every single one of your videos. They might not comment on every single one of your videos, because you've got to remember, these people have their own lives. Like, not everything revolves around you. You get a sense of pride because you've made this video and you've packaged it up, you've done your title and your thumbnail, and you're maybe proud of it. You can't expect everyone to be as enthusiastic about your video as maybe what you are. So now I try to look at it as being a little bit more kind of, you know, I'll make a video every week. I put it out there. I don't really give it a huge amount of thought. It's just, okay, this video is either going to be pretty average, maybe it'll perform lower than average, perhaps it'll perform slightly higher than average. I'm not putting a video out with an expectation of it going viral, because if you do that, every video you put out there, you expect this is going to be the one. This is going to be the one that's going to take me from, you know, 100 subscribers to a few thousand subscribers, and I'm going to get monetized and everything's going to be amazing. If you pin all of that hope on every single video you put out, you'll undoubtedly give up. What will really grow a channel, maybe not as quick as you would like, but will work, is that consistency and that discipline to say that I'm going to stick at this for a year, 2 years, 5 years. Yeah, okay, I might not have a channel that has 100,000 subscribers. I might never get that silver play button. If you can get a channel with even a few thousand subscribers and build that up over the next few years, you could build a business off the back of that. Depending what you want to do with your channel, if the channel is meant to be the foundation for a business, if you have a high ticket item that you're planning to sell and you're going to try and promote through a YouTube channel, then you only need so many clients. They don't even have to come from subscribers. It could just be people who view your video. So the longer you stick around at it, the more YouTube understands who you are, the more people who subscribe to the channel, the more the channel grows, the more exposure your video is going to get to other people. And ultimately, the impressions and people clicking on your video, that's what is going to lead to customers. If that's where you're trying to put if that's what you're trying to do with your channel is to grow a business, they don't even need to be subscribers, is the reality. Don't chase that viral video. It's exciting if it happens. I don't know. I've witnessed people I know have viral videos, and I was excited for them. So I can only imagine it's exciting for the person who's experiencing it. You might grow your channel a little bit. It might give it a shot in the arm. You could have a video that suddenly has 10,000 views where normally you got 100 views. You might gain 500 subscribers from that 10,000 views. That is only good if those 500 subscribers are then going to watch and engage in all your future videos. Some people have a viral video and they gain all these new subscribers, but then they're not interested in the videos that you produce after that. So you go from that high to feeling really dejected because you've kind of set the bar for yourself. You think, oh great, I've had a 10,000 view video, so all my other videos now are going to be 10,000 views. It doesn't work that way. Don't chase being viral, just chase consistency and discipline. In terms of, feeling invisible in the early stages, that will change. You will start to feel more heard. But the way to do that is to make videos that make your viewer feel heard. If you can make videos that people feel like you've really spoken to them directly, that you have heard their pain point, that you understand them, then they're far more likely to comment on your video, and you can start to build that engagement. Speak to those people, speak to the problems that they have, make them feel heard. That is what will help you get engagement. You can add to that by asking questions in your videos, or pinning a comment at the top of your video that asks a question that's going to encourage people to comment back, and you can start to build community that way. Once you can do that, and you have regular people who are consistently, every video you publish every week, are commenting on the video, and when people start telling you that they felt like that video was speaking to them, or I really needed to see that today, those are the comments that make it feel all the worthwhile. That's the thing in the short term that helps you keep going. If your priority is making money from YouTube, and that's your only priority, then the chances are you're not going to get there. It can take so much time that you'll give up before that ever happens, because you put all this time and effort into YouTube, and in your mind you're not getting anything back. You think, oh well, what's the point here? Like, I'm not making any money here. I'm putting so much time into this. I'm just going to stop. But that's the first mistake. You have to look at it from a different angle. You have to enjoy doing it, enjoy making the videos. I enjoy the process. Thinking up the idea, filming the idea, working out the title and the thumbnail, and then the engagement that comes afterwards. I also like to help people. I like that feedback where people say or comment on my video to say that video really helped them, or that it. I've had people that have commented saying that my videos have helped them take the leap to starting their channel and publishing their first video. And that's amazing, because I know how big a step that is for people. And that is what helps you be consistent. That's what helps you maintain that discipline. That enthusiasm will be infectious. People will pick up on that. They can see that you're enjoying doing what you're doing, and they're going to feed off of that. And if you do all those things, then eventually you'll start to reap kind of some financial reward. You might get monetized. You might start to get brands reaching out to you and offering you sponsorships. I got offered my first sponsorship this week, in fact, which I turned down because I didn't really think it really fitted in with my channel. But it was nice to be approached, So those things will come, and the channel doesn't have to be as big as you maybe think it does for those things to come. I mean, the monetization thing is pretty clear cut. It's 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. You might think, well, I need to have tens of thousands of subscribers to get offered sponsorships, and I'm a million miles away from that. I've got just over 300 subscribers, and I got offered a sponsorship this week. It doesn't have to be a huge channel. Statistically, the chances of getting a channel to like 100,000 subscribers is really slim. That's the reality. But I don't need it to be that big for what I want to get out of it. If you're still watching and you've either not started, or probably more importantly, if you've been doing this for a few months and you just feel like you're getting nowhere fast, this video is really about encouraging you to keep going. If you're purely in it to make money, then I would suggest you think about another way to do it. That's the brutal kind of reality that I would set out for you. If you enjoy the process and you get a kick out of helping people, keep going. And if you're not really getting much traction right now, it will come. It will come. As I said, keep thinking about your ideal viewer. Always make videos that they want to watch. Actively seek engagement, ask questions, make videos that make your target viewer feel heard. Don't throw in the towel yet. Keep going. Let me know in the comments where you are in your journey at the moment. How far in are you? Have you started yet? If you have, are you a month, 2 months, a few days into your channel? Let me know. Let me know your wins. Let me know what milestones you've hit recently. And that's another thing. Like, I am going to end this video now, but celebrate the wins. You get 100 subscribers, amazing. That's 100 subscribers you never had at the beginning. Your 50th video. Imagine from where you started, where you were procrastinating about putting out that first video, to think that your 50 video is in now. It's incredible. So celebrate the wins as well, because that helps you keep motivated as well. Right, I'm going to end it now. Have a good one. Bye.